My name is Michelle Lokkesmoe, and this is my oral presentation assignment on the cell cycle. I looked at BRCA, which produces proteins that help to repair damaged DNA. It is involved in all phases of the cell cycle and regulates cell cycle progression. It is a tumor suppressor, and there are two different types, BRCA1 and BRCA2. BRCA1 looks at and is involved in checkpoint activation and DNA repair, and BRCA2 involves the mediation of homologous recombination. So in figure 1 here, it shows that BRCA is involved in DNA damage signaling, and DNA damage activates ATM, ATR, and CHK2 kinase, which activates the BRCA1 biphosphorylation. And this looks at the different phases of the cell cycle, as well as the different damages that need to be addressed. So as far as BRCA in the cell cycle, so this is from functional interactions between BRCA1 and the cell cycle. In the G1 phase, there are low amounts of BRCA1 throughout the nucleus. Going to S phase, expression increases along the replication forks and is high in the G2 phase. In G2, it relocalizes to the centrosomes, and then in meiosis, it relocalizes to the synaptonemal complexes. And then the lighter color of green is the higher concentration of the BRCA1 gene. Okay, and BRCA mutations in the cell cycle. So BRCA mutations, either 1 and 2, can cause breast cancer, ovarian cancer, the most common, as well as pancreatic, cervical, urine, gallbladder, bile duct, melanoma, and colon cancers. So I looked at the paper BRCA1 cell cycle checkpoint, genetic instability, DNA damage response, and cancer evolution, looking specifically at the BRCA1 gene. And BRCA1 deficiencies can cause abnormalities in the S phase checkpoint, the G2M checkpoint, spindle checkpoint, and centrosome duplication. And the BRCA1 gene is on chromosome 17, and the BRCA2 gene is on chromosome 13. So as far as continuation of looking at the mutations in the cell cycle, so this was from that paper, looking at how BRCA1 mutations and BRCA is responsible for these cell cycle checkpoints, and if there's a mutation, it will cause genetic instability because these requirements will not be met, thus causing the DNA damage response, resulting in growth arrest, apoptosis, which can lead to embryonic lethal developmental effects, or genetic instability, leading to tumors and eventually cancer, because BRCA is a tumor suppressor. And if there is a mutation, then it will not be able to fulfill that role in the cell cycle, and cancer will form. All right, thank you so much.